Surprise, 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 everybody. I got company. I got my ladies here with me. I got Mystic Milan, better known as Mystic Millie, and I got Cass Tarot. We're going to jump into some current events and get off into some things. Um, this was a way of us getting together and wrapping up the holiday weekend. And also, I wanted to open up the floor to other intuitives so that we can tap into the energy from different spaces and places using our different talents. All of us have different ways of getting to whatever our conclusions are, but we get there. So we're here together to work today to get to the bottom. The girl, I can't even talk, y'all. Get to the bottom of some things.
Thanks for having us on here. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for allowing us the space on your platform. Appreciate
you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Of course.
Oh my gosh. So by the time you see this at home, we have already streamed this. Would you say, sweetie?
Uh-oh, you froze.
I was just saying thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I was just telling everybody, by the time you all see this, we have already pre-recorded this, but we're going to stream it live so that we can answer questions with you live in the chat. So we already, did this in advance. And like I said, once you see this, it will be streamed live where we can talk to you in the chat. Thank you in advance, everybody, for your viewership and support. Please go check out my ladies. Go check out their content. Both of them are really, really dope intuitives. And this is something I want to be able to do it probably like maybe at least once a month where I can open my platform and do a panel for intuitives where we can get on here and, do current events, shoot the breeze, however it goes, and tap people into what's going on. So first up, we've got Meg the Stallion and Beyonce. And we're going to do that one due to Meg. She just did a performance where she did a mashup of Beyonce's work from the Renaissance tour with her music. And a lot of people didn't really take to it too well. It was the dance sequences were performed really well. It just threw people because they didn't know, how or when or why or like what are we witnessing here? What's going on? So we're gonna be, the ones to tap into that to help everybody to understand what was going on behind the scenes with that, allegedly.
It felt very out of place. Just like, who is giving the green light for these things? I just don't understand. And more power to her for what she's doing, being on tour, but it just seemed very random, very out of place. It just wasn't necessary.
I think for me, it threw me because when I saw the opening of the performance, I was like, Beyonce? Like I was kind of thrown because I'm like, is this a private setting? Because we've never seen Beyonce. Well, I won't say never. We haven't seen Beyonce in a long time perform for what appears to be like an intimate crowd.
Right.
Like her crowds are really, really big, or it's like award show. So the energy I got when I first clicked on the link was like, Beyonce, what's going on? Like I didn't hear anything about her having a performance, and then when Meg turned around, I was like, oh shit.
Right.
Wait a minute. what just happened here?
Right. For real. It just seemed very just.
She said, oh shit.
Because I was confused. Like it gave Beyonce energy for sure. But when she turned, and I'm like, okay, what did I just sign up for?
She emulates her to the point where it's almost like we were talking about earlier, just kind of almost creepy, kind of weird. It comes off a little obsessive in a way. And obviously, people in the music industry love Beyonce. I'm sure a lot of people look at her as an icon. We look up to her, but there's a point where looking up to somebody as if there's some type of god or some type of deity, and looking at someone as a human. She gives me the
Yeah.
vibe she's looking at Beyonce as some type of deity that's the end all be all. It's not just admiration and respect. It's on borderline almost chill. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense.
I mean, I get it. I thought to do this topic because I read the comments and all the major sites that shared this. When I read the comments, the people in the comments didn't take it too well.
Yeah.
And I saw at least like 10 different comments of, you know, Beyonce need to get a restraining order with the laughing emojis. And I said, oh, damn.
Right.
Like these comments, y'all ain't for this.
For real. That's excessive. A restraining order.
It was at least 10 people who said it. Like most of them had laughing emojis. But I said, you know what, let me tap into this because it's, for the most part, I would say a good 60 to 70% of the comments were people who seemed to feel uneasy about it.
Yeah, I felt it too, just through the screen. I wasn't even there in person. It just looked odd.
It just seems like everything she does is cringy.
Yeah, first card out is the Tower.
Oh, wow. That's so funny. The first card I got was Sweet Dreams. Isn't that a Beyonce song, though?
Yes, it is.
Sweet Dreams
or a Beautiful Nightmare. The Tower.
Yeah. I feel like with that coming out with that Tower, she probably was expecting a better response, and then the response wasn't what she was expecting, like, at all.
Yeah, so next up, we've got the Fool, which is someone who took a leap of faith. This is something that may not have been planned out, you know, for the long term. This was something that they, you know, something they probably came up with on the fly, or, you know, within like 2 or 3 stops to that date. Like it wasn't something that, which is actually impressive when you look at the choreography and the breath control it took for that choreography, that they did that on the fly.
Right.
But it's definitely showing me that this is something that didn't, you know, wasn't planned. It wasn't supposed to be a part of, you know, like the end plan, like the set plan. Because anytime you do a show, they have a set list. And they set the stage up with different markers on the stage that people can't see, so that you're always on the right spot for the lighting and everything. So yeah, this wasn't something that was, you know, drawn out, thought out. Like this was something that they came up with.
Right. It seems very kind of like just throw a dart at a wall. You know, let's see if this sticks. Let's see if this works.
Yeah, so we got Temperance. Temperance was like, this was going to bring balance through a new beginning. Which is odd because it's like, you know, to do this on the fly, and this is going to, like, I feel like this was supposed to change the game. This was supposed to be epic.
It did not hit like she was expecting it to hit.
Oh, baby, listen, it definitely didn't. You see this Queen of Pentacles? Look what's at the bottom of the deck. The Six of Swords.
Swords? Ooh.
Yeah, so this means that Beyonce really is about to separate herself from her. Because, you know, Six of Swords is like, you know, escaping from toxicity, the card of the exile.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, to touch on that really quick, I think you're so right. I have, what is this, Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords? She saw that. She did not like it. I don't think at all.
Yeah, that's not what I'm getting at all. I see that really struck a chord. It struck a nerve in a way to where she's like, I need to separate my brand and everything that has to do with my brand from the situation. Cass, what did you see on this?
Well, I'm saying, I do believe the earlier statement about, we were talking where I don't feel like she gets any advice or listens to advice when it comes to this. I have the Knight of Swords and the Six of Cups here, followed with the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Emperor in reverse.
Oh, wow.
So this is showing me that Megan was really trying to jump out with this. It was a quick decision. It wasn't really thought out. She went ahead and did it, thinking it was gonna bring the nostalgia of back to the Savage days. You know, the response that people had when Beyonce did Savage. That's what she was hoping for, and she was hoping that in turn would bring her some, take her out of some of her misery, because she ain't sleeping. She's up, she's anxious, she's worried, shit's not going right, this album's not going right, the tour not going right. It's like everything's going to shit. So she thought that bringing up the reminiscence of that performance with Beyonce and the chemistry they had and how people liked them, she really thought that was going to come for her. But it come out, and I'm saying she was stubborn about this. I feel like she got some advice maybe not to do it, or people were thinking this is not going to work, we need more time to work on it. And she was stubborn, like, it's got to be done now. It's got to be done now. And with that, let's get one more to see what it is. Oh, which brings out under the bottom here was the King of Swords in reverse. So hard-hearted, ulterior motives, critical. So that the results is not what she was expecting. Yeah, if people are being critical of her, it's negative. Yeah, it's hurting her feelings.
King of Swords in reverse is also falling out with legal.
Yeah.
So
that makes
they
sense.
may have that snatched down from the internet if they get the lawyers involved, which we know they got control of the lawyers. Wow. What I just pulled, interesting
the Emperor
enough.
Reverse. Yeah, the Emperor Reverse. That also.
That means she's not doing well with the people who run everything. This is weird, y'all. So I pulled the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups represents not just being full of love, but this is intuition.
Right.
So this is falling after Beyonce, the Queen of Pentacles. And it's like there's a thin line between love and admiration and being obsessive.
Yes.
And someone's intuition is heavy right now with this situation. And Four of Wands, which represents things that you're tied to, contracts, negotiations. Like a contract is a form of a marriage. So,
I had at the bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands.
Yeah, contract is a form of a marriage. She's playing with fire right now, and I think she should be very, very cautious, because this may have made Beyonce so uncomfortable, but that they may be renegotiating the contract with her management.
And that's crazy. You said you got the Emperor out as well, Cass. I got the Emperor here too. And that's to circle back to what you guys just said, both of you ignoring the advice from the Emperor, somebody in charge here, this 4 of Cups. It's like, okay, you were given an opportunity to do something or given advice, but you just ignore it. I'm going to do what I want to do anyway with this 4 of Cups and the Emperor. So yeah, and 10 of Swords ended up in a crappy position anyway, because of this, you ignoring the advice.
So that's interesting. Oh, go ahead, Cass.
No, I was going to say, when I pulled that King of Swords under the bottom of the deck, it was also under the Hierophant was right under that. That tells me the tide is changing. People are going back to traditional values, traditional styles, the way things are going. You know, I think the hot girl summer era is about over, because everybody's doing it. We have been hot girl summered out. I have been fuck my baby daddy out. And I'm not the only one. And people are looking at it now like, can we not go back to showing sexiness without all of the vulgarity to it, and having some class and some sophistication and a little mystery?
There's a huge wave of STIs going through the roof right now.
That's true. That's true. So,
which is making a lot of people second guess and change their behavior. What I was about to say,
and they're changing the atmosphere, the change with the veil, with what's going on.
Absolutely.
It's
what you pulled on the Emperor, that was the Emperor and the 10 of Swords, right?
9 of Swords.
No, I'm saying Millie.
Yeah.
To the 10 of Swords. So is that the Emperor that feels betrayed because she didn't listen? Because that's what I got. It feels like the Emperor, the person who tried to guide her, felt betrayed because she took it as an ultimatum, but I feel like it was a direct order.
I think so too. because I'm seeing the Seven of Swords. It's like betrayal, or like someone doing something that you didn't trust or you didn't tell them to do. It's like completely ignoring and going left when someone told you to go right, but it seems like it was purposeful. I feel with this Seven of Swords, this doesn't give me unintentional or it was an accident. Seven of Swords, it seems very intentional to me, you know?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. To piggyback off of
Mm,
what you just pulled, I got the Knight of Wands, and at the bottom of the
mm-hmm.
deck is the Five of Swords. And as you can see, this is three
Mm,
parties, a man and two women that are all at
yep.
odds. So
Yes. Mm-hmm.
there's a war going on behind the scenes. And see, when you get the page of the page of wands,
Mm-hmm.
pages are messengers, and this is a messenger of new ways of handling things, new actions, new
Right.
ways of going into business. There's
Mm,
there's going to be a very heavy discussion behind the scenes about the
yeah.
way things have to go from now,
Mm-hmm.
because
People are
when you got
definitely
this
watching
Five of
her.
Swords, that's very disrespectful exchange of
Yeah.
communication. That's
Mm-hmm.
arguing. I
Yeah.
mean, that's arguing. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
she rocked the boat one too many times with this one.
And I was seeing the Page of Swords here too. It's like people, like these people are watching her. And in reference to Beyonce, I got this card for Beyonce when I did the reading between her and Megan. It's like Beyonce sees all of this, but she doesn't trust her like at all. Like, and she doesn't like
Wow.
seeing all of this. It's like, girl, stop. Is literally what I'm hearing. Like, girl, stop. Like
Well,
literally.
that Four of Wands finally hit the table, and it's
Mm,
falling out behind the Page of Wands, and
mm-hmm.
that just really reconfirmed what I just said about there's going to be new actions and activities when it comes to contract negotiations and agreements,
Yeah. Yeah. Her
and
money's slowing
it's
down.
coming fast. Eight of Wands. This
Wow.
couldn't have happened at a worse time for her.
And you see, I'm seeing people walk away from her. I know she's an Aquarius, but this hot girl summer card, what is this? Queen of Wands here. People walking away from you with this Eight of Cups. And it seems to be because it's like either she just, like you guys said earlier, she doesn't listen and she doesn't just does things without thinking about it first. Or it's just a lot of people don't trust her right now, like at all. They want to hold back from her with this strength card. It's like they're not seeing it for her right now, it seems like. I see a lot
I,
of like pulling back or
um,
slowing down, you know?
What were you saying,
I
Mm.
feel
Cass?
like I feel like the group chats have gotten more active.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I saw with the Page of Wands, because pages are messengers.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
And
seeing
there
here is
people are saying, oh, it's got to be some changes, something's got to happen, we're gonna have to come up with a whole new protocol, a whole new call to action on how we're going to handle this contract negotiation and agreement.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. It's
And they said
interesting
it,
though.
oh, and you better do something about it now. Eight of Wands, because
I'm
I'm
seeing
literally hearing, like, and this is allegedly, because people get sensitive about Beyonce, but what I'm hearing is,
yeah.
if you don't do something about it, I will.
Ooh. Oh wow, look at that. Five of Swords. You just said that you had the Five of Swords come out. Yeah, here it
Yeah.
is. And I see her being
I've got
it's like being left alone or like ostracized. I see the Hermit card for the Ten of Pentacles. Hmm.
Listen, look at this.
I've got
Now you see, I just shuffled this. Five of Swords. It was at the bottom of the deck. It's out on the table now. High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. That's fighting and arguing in secret. And this Five of Swords, it falls right under the
Yeah.
Tower.
Yeah. Oh, really? That's sad. Look at this.
I've got
Hermit, Nine
yeah,
of
I've got
Swords,
this
Five of Swords. Mm-mm-mm. That's not good. She is
No.
stressed out about
I've got
being.
this
Uh-oh.
So what I'm seeing here is this not bringing her any rest. It's keeping her up even more. She's not getting any rest from this mess, and people are coming together. And like it's like everybody turning their back against you. And yeah, I got the world in reverse. It's like everything is turning around. I don't know if she sees it yet. She's just now realizing how bad it is. I think she's been delusional in the way that she's looked at this, and she hasn't realized exactly how bad it was. She felt like she could still catch on to something, but I think the truth is starting to look to bite her in the butt, and she's seeing. If she's not seeing, honey, it's people coming together. These group chats are ringing. They are talking about you like a dog. They are turning their backs on you and walking away. Your wishes are not being fulfilled. The change is coming. It's inevitable. There's nothing she can do to stop it. There's nothing she can do to stop this. It's already, the wheels are turning. It's already moving.
Four cups at the bottom of the deck, 8 of wands. This is happening fast. A fast, unrequited offer. Yeah. Like you said, nothing that you can do about it. This 8 of wands is falling under the fool, which means as soon as you cut a fool, aka did this performance without permission, the other shoe dropped immediately.
Damn. And it's funny because I'm with this Hermit card. It literally looks like a woman in a cloak closing out a laptop. It's like when she says she's not on social media, she is heavily on social media, but I see her trying to like really pretend that people are not talking bad about her, or like she's not seeing what people are saying, but she is seeing it. It's making her feel alone. It's making her feel ostracized.
And listen, here's the piggyback on what you said. The high priestess falls under temperance. So in secret, what people don't see is, like you said, what goes on in hermit mode. And also the high priestess is the one who holds the keys to the vaults, to all the high secrets. And this is the person who you would go to that is between the veil, that can make those big decisions.
Right.
So this is falling under temperance. This is like the people behind the velvet rope, behind the curtain, who can make decisions on your career. And this is falling under temperance. And for that to fall under temperance, meaning balance through a new beginning, it falls right next to the Queen of Pentacles, which is the earth sign, which is Bay. So in secret, the high priestess, Beyonce, is going to have balance through a new beginning.
And Megan, she knows. I had picked that up in the reading I did between the two of them. Megan definitely is very aware of Beyonce's spiritual practices not being all of that
and her
of
cool.
the light.
You see, this is her hangman. This is her hangman.
Yep. And like you said, I'm seeing a lot of fighting and arguing with this 5 of Swords here. It's like causing her stress and lack of sleep, anxiety here and this is coming out by the 10 of Pentacles, about her money and her deals, contracts, money being flowed up. She's not going to get as many endorsements and anything after this season.
No. Look at what falls under Beyonce's card.
What's that?
The 4 of Cups.
Oh,
I regret.
Like this, I promise you, like, I don't know who is on the heavenly jukebox, but they're nice and petty, like I like it. And they are playing Carl Thomas, I Wish I Never Met Her. And 4 of Cups is a heavy regret.
Yes.
A heavy regret, depression, remorse. It's the card of an unrequited offer when things don't work out, when you invest into something and you lose your money.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's definitely the card of a failed investment. And damn, the next thing out is the Hangman, and up under the deck is the card of the truth, the Ace of Swords. So now she's seeing her admiration for her.
Well,
as a hangman. She doesn't like the way she dotes on her anymore.
Right.
And it's like with the Queen of Cups, it's like, I showed you love or whatnot, especially because of, your mother's situation, but I should have followed my intuition.
Yeah, and the way that like Megan be trying to make it sound like, oh, that's my auntie, that's my like, no. I feel like it goes from for weeks at a time they won't talk, or maybe even months at a time. And
Yeah.
even when she does try, I'm seeing Beyonce kind of like, I don't want to deal with you, I don't want to talk to you, like I'm cool, like ignoring phone calls and things like that, you know.
Cass is
Where'd you
buffering. I hope
go?
she
Oh
logs back
no.
in. Cass,
Oh no.
Cass is buffering. We'll wait for her to come back in.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness.
Well, she did,
But
she did tell us about the tropical storm down there in Texas, so that might be affecting her service.
yeah, you guys down there in Texas watching this, sending you guys prayers, okay? Because
Yeah.
that's
So
scary,
you got the
man.
Knight of Wands here, which falls under
Mhm.
the Page of Wands, which means this is going to be rapid movement.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the rug being swept from under her feet, kind of.
Yeah, this is going to come like a thief in the night.
This is so crazy. You want to see what I'm seeing right now? Do you see this? Third wheel and promise. Somebody on their
Wow.
knees proposing, and then I have a third wheel card next to it. Okay,
And that's crazy
man.
because the next thing I'm looking at is the Four of Wands on the table and the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So it's like now there
Wow.
is no more sympathy for, how somebody feels. There is no more sympathy for past trauma and things that she's been through. Everything is
Right.
very matter of fact at this point. And I feel like
Yeah.
this is the way Beyonce is dealing with her and the King of Swords. She's not toying
Yes.
with her. She's not,
Right.
playing with her. She really is laying into her about her character
Yes.
and the things that she's doing, and she's not holding her up.
It's like a very stoic, unemotional
Oh,
type of vibe, you know?
you see this?
The
Ace
Ace
of
of
Swords.
Swords. Yeah, she's being real with her. She's being very straightforward with her. It's very cut and dry. You know, this is it. This is not what it's going to be, and that's it. It's not very friendly. It's not very warm at all, you
Okay,
know?
here she is. Let's get Cass back in here.
Oh, yay!
There we go. Listen,
My bad,
Hey!
guys.
all,
My
all
bad.
that heat you were coming with from Texas, they tried to throw you out of here.
Soon as I pulled the doggone justice in reverse, that's what came up.
Wow.
Have mercy.
That's
Yeah.
bad karma right there. Justice in reverse.
Followed by the
Yeah.
chariot and the chariot and the eight of swans. That means fast movement, bad karma coming.
Look at
Like I
this. Look what's
said,
at the bottom of my deck. The damn chariot.
Oh, wow.
I got it
That's
because it's coming.
crazy.
It's coming. It's
Yeah.
coming. Oh my goodness. Follow with the Ten of Wands, and under the bottom of my deck, I got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There goes her money. There goes
Man.
her
I got
money.
that too.
And I
There
told
go
y'all that
all
Cancer
your money.
season, I've been telling y'all best, worst year ever. She was going to start
Yeah.
off the year really, really great. She was going to be everybody's darling. And then by Cancer season, everything was going to go upside down. It was like being on a roller coaster where you get to the highest height and then straight down. And it's down. It's like there's no coming back after this.
It's interesting. I'm seeing something here like about her investments and stuff. I don't know if this is like the investment that these labels have into her or her investment, but I feel like she's gonna be like sitting around waiting for deals to come through that are not gonna be coming through, basically. Like, you
Well,
just sit
here's the
around waiting for
thing.
something to happen and it doesn't happen.
If they're renegotiating her, and I got to say allegedly, if they're renegotiating her management contract, they could put everything on hold. They could freeze out new opportunities and give them to other girls. Let's remember, they have Kalani, they got Ken the Man.
Right.
If we start seeing those girls get way more endorsements, we know what happened.
I'm seeing her having to start over. I'm hearing something about like a circuit. I don't know why I'm hearing it, like a circuit, like a club circuit.
Yeah,
that's what I said. Chitlin circuit.
I might as well go in here and get some. Damn it! I call them Team Hot Sauce. I might as well go in here and get some hot sauce to go with the chitlin circuit.
Right. So I'm
Yeah,
seeing like the Page of
yeah.
Wands. You guys already picked up the Page of Wands. I just pulled it out underneath the Queen. So it's like she's gonna go from the Queen of Wands back down to the Page. It's like she's aging backwards here in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not
It's like,
surprised because here's the thing. A lot of the
mm-hmm,
street, because of how they feel, they're not going to want to work with her. So she's going to
yeah.
get street people that are up and coming. That is, it's like, what could I lose?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's going to be a bonus to them. If you're on the Chitlin circuit and you get her to do a song with you, you can't lose.
Yeah. Literally.
She's got 3 Grammys. You win either way it goes.
Not
But what does it do
necessarily.
for her to do the song with you?
Right.
Or
That's good for
she'll
them.
be
It's
having the
not good
Cardi
for
B
her.
event. That'll be like the Cardi B effect for her.
But see, this is where Cardi gets to turn this around. Cardi right now, if she drops her album with the response that Megan's album had, it can't, and I ain't even saying this to be funny, it can't be any worse.
I agree.
That's true.
I feel like she would do
It
way
can't
better.
be any worse. So you can't
she needs to drop it. Pregnant or not, she needs to drop it.
She needs to drop it, and then
just like
I would say
Sexy
within,
Red.
Yeah, and get back to work within like 3 months.
Yeah.
You know, let the baby get about 3 or 4 months and then hit the stage.
Right. She might as well at this point. I mean,
Sexy
she
didn't
already
even do that. Sexy did her 6 weeks like you get at a job, and she took her butt back to work with the baby on her
I
hip.
don't even remember Sexy being gone for 6 weeks. She damn near had the baby on stage.
I know,
part.
right?
Yeah.
The baby
that
almost
part.
came in the video with her and Drake. The baby came out working. Like my
Right.
Yeah.
Real though.
Now that's one thing. Sexy ain't missed a damn beat.
I will say, I feel like at this point, Cardi should have a little bit more confidence seeing not how great Megan's album did, and people actually are asking her for the music. We're not asking Megan for more music, so it's like you have a much higher advantage here.
Let's be fair. Cardi has never put anything on her album that put you in a need for therapy when the album was over.
Right. Exactly. It's a little more fun. It's more lively, you know? It's not my pussy's depressed. Like nobody wants to hear that. Like, what are you talking about?
Those last 4 songs on that album, I said I can't listen to this again. So we've got the Strength card and we've got the Knight of Cups. Y'all,
yeah.
This is about to get real interesting by Leo season, which is, the end of this month. And this, whatever this news is, we know that Tori's a Leo. This is falling under the Tower and the 5 of Swords. Now we know the AG makes that decision this month on the 29th.
Right.
Whatever the AG is about to say is falling under the Tower and the 5 of Swords.
Yep. The Queen of Swords. I got that underneath the Strength card. I had the Strength card come out too. The Truth coming out, or some type of communication here that's very straightforward and honest. Literally is gonna make people walk away.
She's also an Aquarius, so that's the Queen of Swords too.
Yes. And I see people walking away from her. Literally, like this 8 of Cups is right after this Queen of Swords. People walking away from you.
Now I know Cass about to hit us with some heat because I see her buffering again. Every time she pull one of them hot ass cards, they get to throwing her out of the damn recording.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Let's get her back in here.
Why are they playing with you like that, Cass? Oh my goodness!
Hold on, let's get her back in here.
It got cloudy for a minute. It's like the cloud went over and the Wi-Fi dropped.
That's what I said. I said whatever the hell she done pulled, they throwing her out the chat. I know it's heat.
Right.
Yeah, so that and Hurricane Burl, the cloud, the Wi-Fi dropped. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
Oh,
so yeah.
I don't know what kind of clouds these are. They messing up Wi-Fi. They need to give us a minute. We getting down to business.
You know I'm right down here
Right.
with NASA. I'm too close to it. I'm right here with NASA. Come on.
Oh Lord, let me leave NASA alone.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. So before y'all got kicked out, you started reading on the energy for what?
Mhm.
So what I pulled was the strength card, and I said that there's going to be a major um, blow that's going to be in Leo season because the strength card falls under the Tower and the Five of Swords. The AG makes his announcement on the 29th on what he wants to do with Tory's case.
Mhm.
And I feel like whatever the AG is about to say is going to cause a huge ripple effect. Now, she just
Right.
said she saw the Queen of Swords and the Eight of
Mhm.
Cups, which means people be walking away from her. And we know the
Mhm.
Queen of Swords is also an air sign and she's an Aquarius.
Yep. Mhm.
So that's where we
Oh,
left off.
I've got the in reverse. So she's gonna start feeling the hate. There's no more love messages coming. The hate is about to turn on her, get all these
You said
messages,
what was the
and
card
she's
in
feeling
reverse?
betrayed. The Knight of Cups reverse.
Oh
Mhm.
So
Lord.
this
That
this
means the
all this
offer is about
viral
to stop.
the offer's about to stop. Not only that, this the feedback that she's getting
Mhm.
more to feel hate. It's still hermit mode. It's really she's gonna really have to have some stability.
I hope this
She's gonna
plays
come
back
to real
later because it's breaking up.
find out that this
Uh-oh. Where'd you go, Cass?
It's the signal down there due to the storm. Because I
Yeah.
really wanted to hear what she was saying.
Oh man. It'll bring her back. Oh man.
That's all right. We gonna bring her back in here as many times as we need to.
Right. Oh my goodness. I feel so
So
bad. Oh man.
yeah, so I got funny enough, I got Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and she pulled the Knight of Cups in reverse.
Oh
Which
wow.
also this is talking about different offers.
Mhm. Oh wow. Six of Swords. It's so funny. This is like the third card I'm seeing about being pulled away. Withdrawal. Oh, there you are. Oh, we can't hear you, Angel. We can't hear you. Mm-mm. Wow. They don't want us to talk. What is going on? Can you hear me? Mm-mm. I know. Can you hear me? Oh my goodness. I can't hear anybody. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Wow, that is so weird. That is so weird. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Okay.